game live here. Pistol round underway. NiP on the T side, Clan.Mystik on the CT side. Not quite sure who had side choice here, but then again, NiP aren't one of the teams who necessarily put too much stock into side choice. They know they've got to get it done on both sides, so they will be looking to pick up the pistol regardless of the fact they're on the T side here. So there's the drop straight into the flames. Freiburg taking a little bit of burn. At the 10 HP, he does get a bomb down in that smoke cover. Good frag from Kiyoshima. Sometimes known as Kiyobangi, of course. GMX with the frag back into Freiburg. In fact, it's GMX who's in. He's in as a substitution, I believe. And SF as well, so some real shakings in the French scene at the moment. Exist with the headshot to GMX. Kenny S with one back onto Get Right. Here comes Exist on the retake, and he does manage to take the bomb site. He will drop Kenny S on the defusal. And that means the Ninja Pajamas are in first place, as you can see on the replay. A good solid take here, but Mystik, I mean, to come back from a 5-on-2 like this from NiP, that just shows the class that they actually have. The Swedes here just putting down that Glock fire from A side. Exist doing a ton of damage. And you can see he picks up the final kill into the, well, 2 kills into the smoke. So 1-0 the scoreline. NiP now going to look to extend the advantage they've got. They've got a PP-19 in play, 2 AK-47s and 2 Galils. So they will be headhunting early here. The interesting thing is that Clan.Mystik have actually gone for the French sort of meta of picking up the Kevlar helmet here on the eco. Flying with the first frag, Freiburg with the second. That's SF and Hearts both dropped over towards B. Kenny S drawing fire. He's now going to fall back and bang another magazine into that USP. Actually, not magazine, pistol, I know. Anyway, Get Right, PP-19 frag. Forrest with the Galil as well. And this just leaves now Kenny S to find a mid-CPL window. He's taking a lot of AK fire spray down from Exist, and there's the final kill. A flawless eco bash for NiP. They hold on to all those weapons. And still saved H here flashing a smoke towards the end of that, so you'd have to consider that a solid round from the Ninjas. Well, let's take a look at your scoreboard real quick. First place will be Exist, 5-0-0. Second place, that will fall to Get Right, 2-0-1. And third place, that will be Kiyoshima stroke Kiyobangi, 2-0-2. Fifth Lauren and Co. They will be looking to get another uncontested round here on this eco bash. This should go 3-0 before we see any semblance of resistance from Clan.Mystik. Of course, Mystik are capable of taking a decent amount of rounds in this game. The one thing I will point out, though, the French seem notorious for once they fall behind, becoming despondent, and then you see that, you know, that sort of French attitude kick in. Once that kicks in, it's almost GG. Anyway, first 2 kills, they do go the way of NiP. One back from Mystik, though, onto Forrest. That's a key kill. Forrest obviously has a lot of name recognition, so that will be a confidence booster for them. Regardless of the Forrest kill, though, the bomb will go down on B. So let's take a look at the B bomb site. Let's see the setup. So we are seeing NiP starting to push out here. They will be looking for the frags back. They know that Kenny has the Galil. He will be bucking it and trying to get up mid. So he's thinking about saving an assault rifle. I imagine he'll want to pass that over to one of his teammates, because does he have the money for the AWP come next round? Let's try and work that out. He should do so. We should see Kenny S come out with a full buy of his usual kit. That Galil probably passed over to somebody like Kiyoshima or GMX. Now, there's a frag from him, so an extra bit of cash. Bomb will explode. Ooh, it just finds the frag regardless. So, no assault rifle saved. No 4th kill for Kenny. And that now means that the standard allotment of the pistol, well, pistol not standard, but the standard allotment of 2 eco bashes against the CT side has been picked up by NiP. And the 4th round about to get underway here. So CT's purchased up. We have M4A1s, M4A4s, and obviously that ARP on Kenny. So we do have the potential for a Kenny Forrest duel here. Like I said, Kenny's one of those players who does get aggressive. It looks like he's going to be peeking out. He does have the spawn for it. Let's look over towards top mid. There's a sneaky NiP smoke there top mid that's confused Kenny. First frag will be going down in favour of SF. So as you can see, Get Right popping up from the underground. He's going to be picked off by Kenny as he changes his angle. That's a key frag. 2 kills going the way of Clan.Mystik. That puts them in good stead here for what should be the first gun round. Well, Kenny going to reposition himself back over towards long A. Forrest checking out the CPL window. He thinks Kenny might be up there. It's not Kenny who's up there. I think that's Hearts. Indeed it is. SF, he's been quite sly here, and he finds that frag onto upper B apartments. Takes Exist out. That is bomb down. 5-on-2. Mystik haven't really taken much damage so far. Only SF low here, so this is looking like a solid round for them. Freiburg with the pop flash. Kenny pushes the back of this. Opens up with the AK. Taken back by SF. Second frag of his round. In fact, sorry, I should say correction. 3rd frag of SF round, actually. And there's your final kill from Kiyoshima. SF with the assist, so a good round from SF. Let's check that back on the replay. As you can see, Freiburg exiting out. Here's the pop flash. Doesn't get the kill to SF though. SF holding the angle, the flash ineffectual, and that is bombed down on sight from that point forward. Just alt Kiyoshima here. All he needed to do was pick up the frag over towards truck, which he did. And that was the first round for Clan.Mystik. So 3-2 the scoreline. Another gun versus gun round. No AWP this time for Forest though, so that gives Kenny S the first advantage on the peak. Obviously NiP going to know this, so they will not face mid. As you can see from the actual overview here, it seems like it's going to be over towards A side. They might try and force the way through mid, which Kenny's going to jump down actually. He's checked out the underground, so he now knows that it should be over towards A. Either that or it's going to be long B for apartments. Fifth line with the first frag. Kill. Kenny S with one back. In fact, Kiyoshima into the smoke. Kenny S does not get a second kill. Kiyoshima does though. Kenny S eventually lands onto exist. Get right with one back. 2-on-2 now. Kiyoshima from sight. P2000 headshot. Cut down by Get Right as SF picks up the final frag. Second round on the board for Clan.Mystik. That will signal probably an eco here. See from the replay, Kiyoshima, well, he holds his spot just on the balcony perfectly here. Second frag. Kenny S's AWP was definitely a distracting factor in that round. He found the one frag, but he drew so much fire from that AK entry. It made Kiyoshima and SF's job so much easier. So 3-2 the scoreline. First place in server will be Exist 7-0-2. Second place, that will fall to Get Right 6-0-2. And third place, that will actually go to Kiyoshima 6-0-4. Kenny S not far behind 6-0-5. So Freiburg and company on an eco, P250s and Glocks. No Kevlar, only the one flash to try and get the exit. SF opening up with the M4A4, only finds one frag at close range as Get Right drops him. Entry now onto B, M4A4 fire coming in from Get Right, takes the head off Hearts. Kenny S looking for the pick onto sight and he finds it, takes out Get Right. B plant though. This company can be happy with this round, they've inflicted cash damage and taken a bomb plant, so extra money for the buy next round. GMX flanks around the right hand side of the site, clears it out. That will leave an elementary defusal here for Hearts. All the time in the world, they're going to pick up the, they're going to search for the AWP, and they will get that GMX and pass that over to Kenny. And Clan.Mystik level it back up at 3-on-3. So, 7th round of this best of 30, I should say. MR15, of course. Clan.Mystik, whoever wins this game, I think, even considering the comeback that Mystik have put on, you've still got to consider NiP favourites in this game. But Mystik will be thinking about points here because it is regulation play, so round difference does matter at the end of the day. Early HE flash combo going out from Mystik, with a smoke behind it as well. It's going to be over towards A side. Hearts taking a peek up the catwalk as well, so good establishment of the positions here of NiP. Molly going up. Oh, Exist with a perfect grenade, takes out Kenny's AWP. That will be absolutely massive. That establishes a lot of control here. Oh, Freiburg fluffs his grenade, but managed to avoid it. Gets the AK headshot because of that. Probably wasn't in a position to find that frag as Get Right also takes out SF. So, Hearts, well, 5-on-1. Not a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw out of here. He's got an M4A1, Kevlar, no helmet though. And a smoke and a flash. Question is, will he be saving? Yep, he's cowering in the kitchen. He's not going to want to leave that. I think what you're going to see any second now, if you look at the overview, you're going to, yeah, Freiburg's going to start to look already. Exist is sneaking around as well. There's the first frag, so his position now well known. Smoke going down. Hearts is going to check the archers here, which is a good call. A little bit too early on that though. Can't see NiP particularly pushing through the smoke, so they're going to flank through archers. They just have time here, as you can see. Exist is already in play. He's got around the back of the B-bomb site. Hearts isn't going to realise this, and that means Fifth gets an easy unopposed kill for the 4th round. 4-3 the scoreline. And well now, NiP in the driver's seat. Let's take a look at this CT buy. Because I'm thinking they probably can with a drop. Maybe not actually. No, definitely not actually, because GMX is only at 1-7. So this will be an eco for Mystik. An opportunity here for Ninjas in Pyjamas to build a little bit of momentum. They should be able to put that 5th round on the board. Once they establish 2-round control, they've got that safety margin, and then they can start to worry about actually building cash. So, Fiffy and Co. spreading for the pick. They've got a good idea. In fact, they will know this is an anti-eco, to be honest. They're more than well adept at actually crunching the numbers in CS. We'll force Freiburg to go for the double. All bangs the kill onto Kiyobangi. SF with a pistol frag back, but it's all one-way traffic at this point. Saying that, Kenny S shows up at a CPL window, claims a frag. Hearts with the kill onto Get Right as well. And all of a sudden the wheels have fallen off for NiP. It's bombed down on the A ramp. Low HP though, only 20 HP between the two surviving members of Clan.Mystik. But then again, it's Hearts and Kenny. If you wanted two members alive at this point, it would probably be those two. I mean, you could make an argument for replacing Hearts with perhaps Kiyoshima, but I think Hearts is a more, well, predictable and consistent player, to be perfectly honest. Let's not say that Kiyobangi isn't as good. Just in this position, I would probably rather have Hearts. Now, Kenny will be dropped, so it's a one-man advantage. Freiburg retrieves the bomb. He will have cover. Let's take a look at the A site itself. As you can see, they're going to start to spread out. The question is, will Hearts be... Yeah, I was going to say Hearts is flanking around the side here. And just to get through the connector. He needs to stop the plant. There's 25 seconds on the clock. He can bait the bomb if he does face out. But Fifth Laren has the angle. And that will be the 5th round. So good cash damage done despite the fact that it was an eco there for Mystik. But it was all down to 50 and Freiburg. They picked up 4 kills between them. And secured the 5th round. So 5-3 the scoreline. We'll see another gun versus gun. It is a fairly light buy though for Clan.Mystik. In fact, SF just on a 5-7 here. There you go, there's his M4A4. Doesn't have Kevlar or a helmet though, so... Yeah, the French at this point in the doldrums of a bit of a recession, they need to really pick up this round, to be quite honest. It's a pivotal round in this game. If not, we could see a double eco off the back of it. So first kill's coming in, Freiburg and Kiyoshima. As you can see, Get Right open up onto the CPL window, takes care of Kenny S. That is the AWP now down. Kenny not having much luck so far in this game. Big push coming in from SF, but he does not find Forrest. Kind of flashed himself there. Forrest was also blind, but regaining his vision just in time. Utilising the game sense to full effect. 2-man advantage now for Ninjas. Well, the Swedes will look to pressure this into a B approach, and that's exactly what they have done. Forrest covering short, Get Right already on site, covering exist. That means that Hearts and Kiyoshima here are probably going to be saving, yep, as you can see. Just cut to Hearts right now, he will just be flanking through CT spawn, and Kiyoshima just holding the side of A, so... The game plan obviously to save the $9,250 they've still got up. Is that going to happen? Well, not with Hearts whiffing shots like that, gets a HE off. Oh, Fifth Laren takes down Kiyoshima and finds that frag onto Hearts. That $9,250 now, well... Kind of pissed against the wall, to be quite honest. Facing that position, probably not a great idea. 6-3 the scoreline, 10th round of the game overall. Let's watch that back on the replay. We even get to see it from Fifth Laren's perspective. Nice. Oh, Kickass doing it big, even if we don't have the viewers yet. Hopefully that will change in the near future. We'll start sticking VODs up and all that kind of good stuff as well. We got the content from Copenhagen Games this last weekend just gone. I will make sure that is edited as soon as is humanly possible. Flashing the CPL window. This is the thing now. NiP are just basically running roughshot over Clan.Mystik. HE frag, further proof. Proof is definitely in the pudding over towards B right now. 2-man advantage. NiP going to consolidate, and they should be putting the bomb down any moment here as Forrest picks off Kenny. It's got to feel good. Even against an eco'd up Kenny, just landing an AWP shot onto him is always satisfying. Kiyoshima engaging with top mid. Knows what's look for him. He's going to fall back now to underground. Basically, exit frags the order of the day here for Mystik. NiP know this is a full eco, and they know they've only got P250 to remove, so they're not going to go looking for the frags. GMX and Kiyoshima are going to have to go out and search here. Get Right, just going to push up through the underground. Do apologise about the GoTV lag at the moment. That's from ESEA's end, I'm afraid. And there's your final kill. Get Right taking down GMX. 7-3 the scoreline. And well, NiP starting to run away with this game. It looked promising for Mystik after picking up 3 rounds on the bounce after the first buy, but yeah, it could have been so much better. I mean, they had a 4-on-2 advantage in the pistols. That was largely put to pay by Exist pistol play. And from that point forward, picking up the first gun round, they could have started to build a little bit of control from that, but as soon as NiP were able to purchase up, it's been the game since. And that will be reflected in the cash they have right now. 14k on 50, 8k on Exist, Forrest on 3. So Hearts and GMX picking up frags in the entry. Exactly what we need to see from this French squad here. Exist with the AK spray control, finds the frag onto Kenny, brings it back to a 1-man disadvantage. Get Right watching for the rotation, finds the head of SF. That will be a huge kill. Levels it back up. So 1 minute 8 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for NiP to work for a further pick, which is exactly what Exist will do. Catches Hearts being hyper aggressive on short. will now mean that, well, Forest, as you can see, he faces right at the arches because he knows SF just got chopped down. He knows there's no chance of a retake coming back onto site from that general direction. So, good play here from NiP. Good communication, or good game sense, whichever it is. Anyway, GMX on the exit from A. He's going to pick up the AWP. 2 on 2 now. These are the rounds that Clan.Mystik absolutely have to clutch against this Swedish outfit of NiP. And instead, they're going to fall back and save. Which Forest will hunt down. Did you find this? Yeah, I was going to say. Forest just loves that. Any second he gets an inkling that there's a retreat going on, he will chase after the frags.
Terrorists win.
So 5 rounds now the difference. This is starting to get into sketchy territory for the French squad. Mystik absolutely need to step up to the plate, and they need to do it within the next round. So a buy coming out. Obviously cash going to be less of an issue now for Clan.Mystik. They have a couple of guys who are equipped with the M4A1, and they will be getting the 3k respawn on the virtue of the fact that's the 5th round now lost in a row. But it doesn't matter if you can buy. If you can't execute, well, you might as well just actually GG the game at this point. So speaking of execution, Freiburg on the entry takes down GMX. Kenny with one back with the AWP though. That's the first time we've heard his AWP in a long time. Kiyoshima with the headshot to exist. Kiyoshima moving in for the second frag as well. Takes out Freiburg. So just 5th Lauren and Forest to find. That will be a 4th round for Clan.Mystik. Forest thinking about just storming straight into A here by the way he's holding that CZ75. Could do with 5th Lauren creating a bit of a distraction, which is exactly what 50's doing, but not enough. Kenny S picks down Forest. Off an alt kill, and there is your final frag as Hearts was flanking around the back anyway. And that is a much needed round for the French squad of Mystik. 8-4 the scoreline, 13th round of the game about to start. Let's take a look at your actual T-buy here. It will be a full buy. No AWP this time for Forest. Electing not to face against Kenny S. That's probably a wise idea. First place in server, well, that will be Get Right, 14-2-7, 2-1 KDR for the star player. Second place, you'd have to give that as an honourable nod to 5th Lauren, 10-3-6, and third will go to Exist, 10-0-6. So Kenny and Co going to look to build momentum. Get Right with the first frag, drop back by GMX though, so 1-for-1 exchange. For my money, that works out in Clan.Mystik's favour. Anytime you can remove Get Right from the equation, it's only a bonus. Even if it's 1-for-1 trade. Especially now Freiburg's been dropped, that is a huge advantage here for Mystik. SF, well, he's holding on to that B apartment with an iron fist, opens up, second frag from him. Forest taking a lot of 5.56 fire on his exit. Kenny S moving over in the rotation, on the bombs down, he will pick us at SF. And, well, SF will link up for the kill. 5th Lauren dropped, 8-5 now the scoreline. So what was a 5-run differential has quickly been cut to just a 3-run differential. That means Mystik could very well get back into this half with an 8-7. Penultimate round of your first half now, of course. This is just a best of 1. So it is important here that Clan.Mystik do manage to take as many rounds as they can from this first half. NiP do have a strong CT side on Mirage. And they're pretty damn good at the CT pistols as well. So Kenny on the early peak. Well, he's not scared of the fire. Takes 39 damage for that, but that's a good trade for sure. Especially considering how Exist has been playing this game. Anyway, Forest will back into Kiyoshima, so 4-4. GMX in the entry. Beautiful headshot into Freiburg. He will now push right through here. He's going to move over towards CPL window. It's going to be over towards B though, as we see. 5th Lauren and Get Right leading the charge here for NiP. One man behind, so they absolutely need to secure this entry frag. Still with no inkling yet, he's yet to make his rotation. There is the entry, Get Right with the headshot onto Hearts. Bomb down, however. SS been playing pretty damn well. I mean, obviously back from his CSS days, he was a very respected player. He's not really made the impacting goal yet that potentially he could do. It's nice to see him actually in this Clan.Mystik team now. Kenny with the frag back onto Forest. Forest dropping GMX before that. 1-on-1 here. Let's quickly cut to the 1v1 cam, shall we? As we can see, they're exceptionally close to each other. Get Right will hold the angle at bench. And there is your frag from Get Right. Orthodox decides to show us the 1v1 perspective from Get Right twice. But as he got the frag, I'm not even going to complain about that. 9-5 the scoreline. 15th round of your first half. This is now Mystik. I suppose they can take a 9-6 from this. They can be pretty proud of themselves, to be quite honest. My prediction was 16-12 overall. I think anything more that Mystik can take than 12 rounds here has to be considered an upset. That's not to say on any given Sunday. I mean, Mystik are one of those teams much like... first kill from Kenny. Good start to the round. But yeah, much like LDLC, on any given Sunday they are capable of taking any game in the team. Just a low percentage chance against a team as strong as GMX and Exist exchange kills. That gives the one-man advantage back to Clan.Mystik, as it looks like we are going to see the two final frags secured by GMX and SF. Headshots onto Exist and Get Right, and that will be the half. It looks like the old ESEA client has actually crashed for me again. Something to do with the script on the Go TV. So we're going to take a brief break here at ESGN TV. When we come back, it will be the resumption of play for your second half here between ESEA and Clan.Mystik. Don't go anywhere. Back after this. So welcome back, welcome back all. Still trying to get back in server after the ESEA script crash, but I am back in server on one perspective. So without further ado, let's get the action underway. 9-7 the scoreline. We missed a pistol. I do apologise. Obviously NiP on the eco now, so that means that Clan.Mystik did manage to pick up pistols here. Exactly what was needed from the French squad. Get Right and Co. They've got a Swag 7 in play, Deagles and 5-7. So they've gone for the French meta here, not to be outdone by Hearts and Company. What do we see from Fifi? No movement as of yet. This is very patient play right now from Mystik, very uncharacteristic for the French squad. Looks like they are going to finally commit to a side A push. Also out of A house as well. Hiroshima and Company going to start this exit. Hearts with the entry onto Fifth Laren. That's Freiburg's rotation. There you go. He's cut down by Hearts. Good Swag 7 play from Get Right. Close range. Gets a second frag onto GMX. Can he land a third here? He's got Forrest to actually distract with the Deagle as well. And all of a sudden, Mystik look like they might be ecoed here. This is tragic. Forrest with a kill. Forrest with a second as well. Let's watch that back on the replay, because that was all down to Get Right's Swag 7 play here. As you can see, finds the first frag, takes the bomb planter away, so no bomb down. Second frag from him. Meanwhile, Forest drawing fire from the front of the site with that Deagle. SF still looking for Get Right. There's a second frag from Forest, and there's the third frag, and that will be 10-7. So NiP pull off an eco upset. That now means that we will see Clan.Mystik full eco with just C275s, P250s, and one Glock. No Kevlar, no helmet, no smoke, no flash, no chance. Get Right first frag. CPL window opens up onto GMX. System Co going to face up with the FAMAS, and there's 4 frags in about half a second. 11-7 now the scoreline. The Swedes, well, starting to turn it on here. I think the French squad taking a page out of the Swedish CS playbook there and just pulling a Swedish eco. Decided just to straight charge in and give up the frags as easily as that. So, 4 runs the difference. This is now where NiP start to turn it on. They will be facing off against, what, 3 Galils, 2 AKs. Not many flash, smoke or HE here, so this should be a solid round right now for NiP. Kiyoshima checking out A side. He'll be looking to actually get the entry, and once he gets that entry, he'll be looking to force a plan. So at the very least, he can buy next round, but fifth Laren will knock him back. Back to a 4-on-4 with the health advantage ever so slightly in favour of NiP. Positional advantage most definitely in favour of them. As you can see, Freiburg, he's pushed all the way out to short. Will find a backstab kill into GMX. That is massive, and a second one as well. He falls back over towards the CPL window. Kiyoshima and Co. Well, they've been absolutely decimated here. Freiburg off his peak from short, finds 2 frags, 12-7 now the scoreline. And really NiP in cruise mode now. This will force another eco here, as you can see. No weaponry whatsoever for these Ts, so Clan.Mystik probably going to concede a 13th round. The next buy will be for the 14th round. If at that point they lose as well, I mean, yeah, that's definitely borderline sketchy territory. So, fifth Laren, Kenny S, all start to move around the map now. This is an eco here for Clan.Mystik, so they need an exit, an entry frag and a weapon straight away. Otherwise, that weapon will be baited by the Swedes. They are all too familiar with how to do that. P255 into the smoke. Freiburg with the AK frag back onto GMX. Sprays down a lot though. He's wasted a full magazine. Does manage to slap in another magazine. Opens up with the AK. 2 free kills from him. That makes the George Foreman. Let's watch that back on the replay because that was just domination there. Really, Clan.Mystik slowed down just a little bit too much. Once they realised that magazine had been spent, they should have pushed Freiburg as hard as possible. The first frag from Freiburg. As you can see, as soon as that fire stops, they should have been pushing hard. Obviously, Forest did have cover, so he's probably saved Freiburg's bacon there, but still, they could have absolutely pushed through Forest fire and found at least 1 frag. Anyway, 13-7 the scoreline. This is now where Hearts and company have to be sweating bullets. Just stop the entry. Indeed he can. Freiburg, fifth Laren with a headshot to Kenny as well. GMX and Kiyoshima pick up entry kills. Back to a 3-on-3. Let's take a look at the A site right now because the positional gain is in favour of Clan.Mystik. They've got good smoke cover down. Freiburg and Get Right have made a solid rotation. Forest not far behind either. Freiburg from CT spawn. Get a second frag from him. It's just GMX who's locked in. He's being flanked on from both sides, and that will lead to a frag from Get Right. 14-7. 7 runs the differential. And that, my friends, is a clinic on how to take that A-bomb site. Once we saw NiP actually come in from multiple angles, they staggered that as well. I mean, if you ever want to see how to put on a Mirage A retake, download the demo from this game, go to the, well, that'd be the 20th round, yep, the 20th round of the game, and just watch how NiP just absolutely decimate the stack there from Mystik. They did not allow them to push out of sight. Once they locked them into the bomb site itself, it was just a case of using Freiburg's position at CT spawn on the ramp, and then having Get Right bring up the slack. 14-7 now. Potential for game point here. 5 AKs to fight through though. Get Right, early HE up towards the top mid. No connection on that, so a bit of a waste of $300 though. SF with the early HE out. It looks like we are going to see Underground being pushed quite hard. SF with the frag as well. Now, Molly coming down, but no damage for that. At least it's removed the position for the time being, so Mystik not able to garner any kind of advantage from those 2 kills they just secured. Good kills though, existing get right taken out. That means that basically now the advantage is not just a one-man advantage, but it is a massive psychological advantage, seeing as how the arguably 2 most consistent players of NiP are now sat watching the game from the teammates' perspectives. So 5th watching for a balcony exit. Freiburg get to make his rotation, so let's switch over to A because it's going to be up to Kiyoshima here. He's swept all the way through the site. He's not going to check the back right of site just yet though. No sound made, so Freiburg's not. In fact, Freiburg is going to face out. He's going to, well, find Hearts, but Hearts gets the kill regardless. And that means that a rotation will be made by Forest. Headshot from him onto Hearts. Smoke cover onto CT spawn, but Forest knows he got a good flash off there, and he will push through the smoke. Finds another frag onto GMX. This is a clutchable 2-on-1 here for Freiburg. No such luck though. Kiyoshima cuts him down after the frag onto SF. And, well, Mystik live to fight on another day. 14-8 the scoreline. The fat lady's warming up. She's not on stage yet, but you can definitely hear a curtain call. 14-8 the scoreline. 8th round of your second half. Let's take a look at your scoreboard real quick, see who's doing the damage here. It's all about get right. 27-4-11. Second place will be Freiburg, 19-5-15. And third place, well, you'd have to give that to SF actually. 18-4-18. He's been doing a good solid job of holding down B when he was on the CT side. Not had many entry frags here though on the T side, so now that is interesting. Exist has actually gone for a Stayer AUG here. Are we seeing the return of the AUG apocalypse? Well, we'll soon find out. And there's an indication of how much Mystik is struggling. Kenny S not on the AWP. Blinded up by that pop flash from Get Right. Still finds the head though. Kiyoshima seems to have been dinked by an early HE, so he's lost 50 HP, but that's a good trade. Get Right for 50 HP. Now Exist will find an AUG frag. Headshot onto Kenny. Kiyoshima returns the favour onto Exist though. That's got a sting. 1 AK, 1 kill. HE onto site as well. It should get a kill. Indeed it does. 5th Laren taken down by the indirect explosive HE. That's pushing through to the connector. He's got the angle here. Shuli, yep. There's the kill onto Freiburg, which leaves just Forest in a 3-on-1. He might be thinking about the save here. What's Cash like? Yeah. Conservative Swedish play here might be the call. Maybe an exit frag, but is he going to commit to this, really? Confidence is high. He does find 1 frag, but chopped back by SF. That will now be 14-9. So a 5-round differential. NiP with quite a few match points here. And we are looking at, well, off the top of my head, 7 match points. So more than enough time to secure those 2 rounds. Now Kenny on the AWP. So this could get interesting. Let's see if Kenny can actually utilise the AWP from the get-go here. He knows that he won't have, well, he knows that he won't have anybody facing mid with an AWP. So he does have the opportunity here to take the first pick. Front door push coming in from A. No connection there. Kenny, in fact, losing 30 HP for that, so early trade does go in favour of Ninjas in Pyjamas. They've established position over mid. And as you can see, they're starting to shift around because of that, so don't be surprised to see Forest actually rotate all the way over towards A once Get Right faces out from there onto mid. There's a kill from Kiyoshima. 5th Laren feeling the pain. 100 HP removed from Clan.Mystik though, so it's not all one-way traffic. Looking for the pick onto A. Mystik, no mistakes can be made here from this point forward. If they actually lose this next gun round, that gives game point to NiP, and the worst that NiP can do is secure a draw in this ESEA season 16 game. And the prize pool of $90,000 up for grab at LAN. You would have to say that round difference is important as well. So Mystik, even if they do concede the game point, they're not going to give up anytime soon. Exist and Forest pick up 2 entry kills. Exist with a second and a third from him. Nice hat trick. That's now bombed down outside of A. 2-on-1. So Exist going for the 4-man here. He knows exactly which direction that will be coming from. Any second now will open up into the smoke. Game sense of plenty, and there it is. 4-man from Exist. That's just beautiful play. Years and years of in-game time, basically. Let's watch that back on a replay. Because the 4-man though, we're not going to watch all the kills, but as you can see from Kiyoshima's perspective, he thought he had the drop here. thought he was going to get a pop flash out and managed to retrieve the bomb, but Exist having none of that secures the 4th kill and the game point round for NiP. 15-9 the scoreline, and a very light buy for Mystik it is, so this should go 16-9 here. My prediction is 16-12. Well, it's been riddled full of NiP bullets. It's been riddled full of bullets. Kiyoshima dropped early. Kenny S with one back with a P250, which opens up a weapon, but that will be baited by NiP, I would imagine. Get right already in an A as well, so one-man advantage, a solid positional game from the CTs of NiP here, where they've actually faced back out into mid, as you can see. Get right, diving down onto underground, gets the frag, that's bombed down. Can he find a second? No, SF with a deagle headshot. Captures himself an AK. One-man advantage for NiP. SF has managed to retrieve the bomb. 5th liner going to dig in deep here on A. He will wait for a rotation before he faces, I would imagine. Let's take a look at the A site. As you can see, 5th liner's position. We've got the front door being broached now by GMX. So 5th Laren, will he cut the angle and face here? Oh, beautiful, just figures out that SF's going to be facing and finds the 2 final frags for the game point.